Simulan mong abutin ang iyong pangarap na magbibigay dangal sa iyong bukas. Ang suliranin, hindi laging nandyan, dapat mong harapin. Kami iyong kasama sa bawat takin, magkaakbay nating lulutasin. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ang boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ikaw lagi ang bida. Ang mga aral ay ginintuang atin ng bawat guro na siyang gagabay sa iyong pagkamulat. Naway umukit ito sa iyong isipan, maging mapanuri, sundin ng wasto at nararapat. Kagandahang asal ang ipakita, ipadama ang pusong may malasakit. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ang boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ikaw lagi ang bida. Sakali mang tayo'y subukin ng unos, ating haharapin ng walang takot. Sasamahan ka ni Fernan at Dino, ang bagong barkada mo. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, edukasyon mo'y sigurado na. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, edukasyon mo'y sigurado na.
Fernandino Teens TV.
Good morning! Welcome to another episode of Fernandino Teens TV. I am Ma'am Janine L. Oliveros, and I shall be your teacher presenter for today's lesson, locating and identifying thesis statements. Previously, you were taught about the difference between an academic and a non-academic text. Academic articles are written by professionals in a given field. They are edited by the author's peers and often take years to publish. Their language is formal and will contain words and terms typical to the field. The author's names will be present, as will their credentials. There will be a list of references that indicate where the author obtained the information he or she is using in the article. Academic articles can be found in periodicals similar to the Journal of Psychology, Childhood Education, or the American Journal of Public Health, or sometimes even just in your textbooks in school. Non-academic articles are written for the mass public. They are published quickly and can be written by anyone. Their language is informal, casual, and may contain slang. The author may not be provided and will not have any credentials listed. There will be no reference list. Non-academic articles can be found in periodicals similar to Times, Newsweek, or Rolling Stone. They can also be in the form of poems, novels, and short stories. For this episode, we shall be exploring the foundation of an academic text, which is the thesis statement. The following are the objectives which we intend to accomplish at the end of this lesson. First, locate the thesis statement. Second, identify if a given example is a thesis statement or a topic sentence. Third, explain the purpose of a thesis statement. Fourth, determine the techniques in writing an effective thesis statement. Lastly, construct a thesis statement. Keep in mind the following objectives as you go along in our discussion for today. Let us try to explore our lesson for today by looking into the following examples. After reading them, analyze how different are the items from each other. Set A. Vegetarianism is beneficial to man because it lessens the intake of junk foods. 2. Now is the best time to explore solar energy due to the growing problem on the decreasing fossil fuels. Set B. Some people are born to be vegetarians. 2. The sun is a good source of vitamin D. Looking into the examples, how different do you think are the examples in Set A as with Set B? Correct! While the topics being discussed seem to be similar, the structure on how these two sets of sentences were created is different. Let us analyze Sentence 1 of Set A. Vegetarianism is beneficial to man because it lessens the intake of junk foods. What is the sentence all about? Very good. Vegetarianism. What does it say about vegetarianism? Yes, that it is beneficial. But why? Because it lessens the intake of junk foods. How about sentence number 2 of Set A? Now is the best time to explore solar energy due to the growing problem on the decreasing fossil fuels. What is the sentence all about? Solar energy. What does the author say about solar energy? It is the best time to explore it. Why? There is growing problem on decreasing solar energy. Looking into these two examples in Set A, what did you notice about how they are written? Correct! These two examples contain a topic, an opinion of the author, and a reason. Let us now look at the examples in Set B. Let us start with sentence number 1. Some people are born to be vegetarians. What is the topic of the sentence? Vegetarians. What is the opinion of the author? That some people are born to be vegetarians. Is there a reason given? Correct. None. How about sentence number 2? The sun is a good source of vitamin D. What is the sentence all about? The sun. Very good. What is the opinion or stand of the author? Yes, that it is a good source of vitamin D. Can we consider that as an opinion? Or is it just a statement of fact? Correct. Just a fact. Let us now analyze the sentences in set B. What did you notice in the way they were written? Wonderful! There is a topic, an opinion, and there is a fact. Thus, it followed the format of the sentences in set A. Great! The answer is no. Indeed, it is evident that there is a difference between the structure of the sentences in set A and set B. We will know more about the characteristics and purpose of thesis statement when Fernandino Teens TV Season 2 returns.
Ang Schools Division Office City of San Fernando, Pampanga ay kaisa ng Department of Education sa pagsasagawa ng mga proyekto at programa na tumutugon sa mga pangangailangan ng mga mag-aaral. Inilunsad ang Division Call Center for Tutors and Guidance Counselors upang magbigay ng educational at psychological assistance sa mga mag-aaral, magulang at stakeholders ng division. Kaya, kung may nais kayong itanong tungkol sa pag-aaral, maaaring magpadala ng mensahe sa Division Call Center for Tutors and Guidance Counselors Facebook page o tumawag sa mga numero na makikita sa ibaba ng inyong screen tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa ganap na alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. Maaari rin kayong sumangguni sa ating guidance counselors na nagbibigay ng guidance and counseling services. Lahat ng inyong ibabahagi ay mananatiling confidential. Ang nasabing programa ay nagsisilbing daan upang malaman ang feedbacks ng stakeholders para matulungan ang ating divisyon na mapagbuti pa ang mga sumusunod na programa. Ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Tumawag na sa aming mga numero o bumisita na sa aming Facebook page at magpadala ng inyong mga katanungan.
Fernandino Teens TV.
You are still watching Fernandino Teens TV Season 2. Before the break, 2 sets of sentences were shown to you. The sentences in set A are written in such a way that they contain the topic, the stand of the author, and the reason. Meanwhile, the sentences in set B contain the topic and the opinion or a statement of fact only. We will be identifying as we go along in our discussion which among these 2 sets of sentences qualify as thesis statements and which does not. Let us now discuss what is a thesis statement. What is really a thesis statement? According to the University of North Carolina Writing Center, a thesis statement is a sentence which contains an author's argument for the rest of his or her paper. Simply to say, this is the sentence which contains the topic of the whole essay, the stand or point of the author, and the reasons of the author for making such argument. If we go back to the examples I presented, especially the sentences in Set A, they show this contents of a thesis statement. Like in sentence 1, the topic is vegetarianism. The stand or claim of the author is that it is beneficial, and the reason is that it lessens the intake of junk food. In sentence 2, now is the best time to explore solar energy due to the growing problem on the decreasing fossil fuels. The topic is solar energy. The stand of the author is that now is the best time to explore solar energy. And the reason is that there is decreasing fossil fuels. Let me give one more example. Distance learning provides advantages to working students because it allows them to study during their available time and in any place they prefer. Let us analyze the example. What is the topic of the sentence? Distance learning. What is the point of the author about distance learning? Correct. It provides advantages to working students. Is that a positive or a negative opinion? Good job. Positive. What are the reasons of the author for saying that distance learning is advantageous? Working students can study anytime and anywhere they want. Again, a thesis statement must contain a topic, a stand, and a reason. There are two kinds of thesis statements. Depending on whether you are writing a one-paragraph essay or a 5 to 7 or more paragraph essays, you may consider the following formula in writing your thesis statements. The first type of thesis statement is the one-point thesis statement. It follows the following structure: topic plus stand plus one reason. Example: antibiotics are valuable to man because they control the spread of many diseases. Let us analyze the example. What is the topic of the sentence? Antibiotics. What is the opinion of the author about the use of antibiotics? It is valuable. What is his or her reason? Yes, they control the spread of many diseases. This example shows the structure of a one-point thesis statement. This is mostly used when you are writing a one-paragraph essay only. The next type of thesis statement is the three-point thesis statement. The following is its structure: topic plus stand plus 3 reasons. Let us have this example. There are no winners in war. For at the end of it, structures are damaged, lives are lost, and peaceful connection between countries is destroyed. Now, let us analyze the example. What is the topic of the sentence? War. What is the stand of the author about war? That there are no winners. Is that a positive or a negative stand? Negative. What were the reasons of the author for stating that there are no winners in war? He or she said that war brings damage to structures, lives are lost, and the peaceful connection between countries is destroyed. How many reasons did the author give to support his or her stand? Correct. 3. So, did this example follow the structure of a 3-point thesis statement? Yes. Remember that a 3-point thesis statement contains a topic, a stand, and 3 reasons. This is used when you are writing a basic 5-paragraph essay. Now that you know the structure of thesis statements, let us try the following activities. Activity 1. Tell whether the following sentences are examples of thesis statement or not. Write your answer on a piece of paper. The first sentence says, "The generation that we have nowadays does not value true relationships anymore." Is this a thesis statement? The answer is no. Remember that a thesis statement is composed of topic, opinion, and reason. In this example, we only have a topic and an opinion. We go to the second sentence. Good parenting is crucial to human development, for it affects the emotional, mental, and social development of a child. Is the second sentence a thesis statement? The answer is yes. Let us analyze the sentence. What is the topic of the sentence? Good. Good parenting. What is the opinion of the author? Great. That it is crucial to human development. What are the reasons of the author? That it affects the emotional, mental, and social development of a child. Let us now analyze sentence number 3. Globalization is detrimental to local economy because it favors foreign products over local ones. Can we say that this sentence is an example of a thesis statement? Correct. It is an example of a thesis statement. Let us look at the structure of this sentence. What is the topic of the sentence? Globalization. What is the opinion of the author about the topic? Correct. It is detrimental to local economy. And what reason did the author provide? That it favors foreign products over local ones. Comment your score on the chat box. Good job! This time, I want you to identify whether a given sentence is an example of a 1-point thesis statement or a 3-point thesis statement. Let us have sentence number 1. No one reads books nowadays since everyone can just download an ebook in a cell phone or in a tablet. What type of thesis statement is sentence number 1? Good job! Sentence number 1 is an example of a one-point thesis statement. What about sentence number 2? Parents should control their children's usage of gadgets, for it harms health, impedes social relationship, and distracts studies. How many reasons did the author provide to support his or her stand in this sentence? 3. And if the author provided 3 reasons to support his or her stand, what type of thesis statement is sentence number 2? Fantastic! It is an example of a 3-point thesis statement. I hope you enjoyed answering activity number 2. Let us find out the difference between a thesis statement and a topic sentence after a short break. Stay tuned!
Maya po oras kaya kayo, Fernandinos. Ako pala ay Elwin Arl Serrano ng City Tourism Office ng Siyudad San Fernando. Ngayong bulan na ini, pagmasusyan tayo ang National Heritage Month na ating temang Victory and Humanity, Upholding Filipino Heritage and Identity. Kambena nini, metong karang aktibidades na ng siyudad, apin ng launching ng bayong Heritage Passport. Yung Heritage Passport, apin ng metong karing proyekto ng kaya katamong syudad, yung pamanamuna ng Mayor Edwin D. Santiago. Anong nuka rin makalagelangan, ding eganagan ng heritage sites, heritage structures, naakit tamo kin kaya katamong heritage district. Makakayado din kini, ding importansya da ding mapil na tradisyon, kini syudad, kalupa ng pamangawang parol, ang poing pamangalesa. May awo siyang heritage passport, uling atin kang dapat gawan, anong nukaran puntalan mo lading at yung passport, at saka ka mag-selfie. Kay ba't kanta, palto making tourism office, at mamielang sticker ka rin egan-agan ang apuntulan mong lugar. At timong may ngari ang tutong passport. Balo mi ngeni, panahon na ini, etamo makain bisa lumal, uli na ng COVID-19 pandemic. Kaya naman kimbanwa nga ini, agkatan ko ding bikers tamo, edad 18 hanggang 50, imbis na lumaot kayo po, di na nyo lang dita ka oras, di kaya katamong heritage structures, kaya ni syudad. Anya naman karing mumunang 50 bikers ang makayari kaya katamong heritage passport, midinan lang premium only San Fernando loot bag. Inggawan nyo mo ba kanta makapag-register, punta kayo mismo opisina na ng City Tourism, yung munisipyo, at saka kayo magdalang metong valid ID. Kabinan kaya kayong heritage passport, ating makasipit ang instruction nung nano pa ing dapat gawan. Anya naman ka rin hanggang kapadyakin, nanano ko pa, tara na!
Fernandino Teens TV.
Welcome back, Fernandino teens. I hope you are learning a lot in our discussion for today. This time, we will determine if the thesis statement and the topic sentence are the same. Do you have any wild guess? Well, if you remember our example during the start of this lesson, the sentences in Set A are examples of thesis statement, and the sentences in Set B are examples of topic sentence. The question now is, how different are these two from each other, especially when we are talking about academic writing? Let us look at the following table. In terms of position in an academic text, the thesis statement is usually found on the last sentence of the introduction, whereas the topic sentence is usually written in the first sentence of every paragraph of the body of the essay. In terms of structure, the thesis statement contains a topic, stand, and reason, while the topic sentence may just contain a topic and stand, or sometimes just topic and reason, or simply a statement of fact. In terms of purpose in the essay, the thesis statement serves as the guide of the whole essay. It points out what will be discussed in the essay, particularly the stand of the author. The topic sentence, on the other hand, provides support to the thesis statement. It contains the reason or information which support the thesis statement. Remember, these two concepts are different from each other. The thesis statement shows what will be discussed or explained in the whole essay, while the topic sentence provides the reason or support to the thesis statement in each paragraph of the body of the essay. As an illustration to these two concepts, look at this 5-paragraph essay. As you may know, an essay has 3 parts. The introduction, which is the first paragraph, the body, which is the second to the 4th paragraph, and the conclusion, which is the last paragraph of the essay. The last sentence in the introduction contains the thesis statement. Again, this is what will be explained in the whole essay. The first sentence, or sometimes the last sentence on each paragraph of the body, is the topic sentence. It contains the reasons which support the stand of the author in the thesis statement. Now that you know the difference between a topic sentence and a thesis statement, take note of the qualities of an effective thesis statement. Remember that a good thesis statement is argumentative and debatable, specific, and not a statement of absolute fact. It is argumentative and debatable because it opens doors for explanations in your essay supported by evidence. It is specific because it guides the author in selecting his or her stand and then guiding him or her in looking for evidence or information which could support the thesis statement. Lastly, it is not a statement of absolute fact because facts are already proven, and so it will be very difficult for you to argue on them. Since you are now familiar with the difference between a thesis statement and topic sentence, you are now ready to answer the following activities. Grab a piece of paper and try to answer them. Write true if the given statement gives a description of a thesis statement and false if not. Number 1. The thesis statement is similar with the topic sentence. Is this true or false? The correct answer is false. As discussed, the content and purpose of these two concepts are different from each other. Number 2. An effective thesis statement contains the topic, the stand, and the reasons of the author. Is this true or false? The correct answer is true. 3. Thesis statements are usually one paragraph long. Is this true or false? The correct answer is false. They are usually just 1 or 2 sentences long. 4. The purpose of a thesis statement is to give an overview of what the whole essay will be about. Is this true or false? The correct answer is true. 5. Thesis statements are argumentative in nature. Is this true or false? The correct answer is true. They need to be argumentative so that you will have a basis for your explanation in the whole essay. Congratulations! I think you are now familiar with the characteristics of an effective thesis statement. You may now answer the next activity. Identify whether the given sentence is a thesis statement or a topic sentence. Sentence number 1. Racial discrimination is still evident in modern society. Does this sentence qualify as a thesis statement? Does it contain a topic? Does it contain a stand of the author? How about reasons? Since the sentence only contains a topic and a stand, is it a thesis statement or a topic sentence? Good job! This is a topic sentence. Sentence number 2. Men are more favored in terms of employment because they require less benefits. What is the topic of sentence number 2? Men. What is the opinion of the author about men? That they are more favored in terms of employment. What is the reason of the author for saying so? That men require less benefits. Given this information, is sentence number 2 a thesis statement or a topic sentence? Wonderful! It is a thesis statement. Sentence number 3. Final examinations should be abolished. Is this a thesis statement or a topic sentence? Great! It is an example of a topic sentence. Because what element is missing? The author lacks reason. I am glad that many of you were able to give the correct answers in the 2 activities we just had. Just remember that a thesis statement is different from the topic sentence considering its structure and purpose. Join me in answering the activities that I have prepared for you only here at Fernandino Teens TV Season 2.
Hindi lamang sa larangan ng pangkabuhayan apektado ang maraming pamilyang Pilipino, kundi maging sa larangan ng pagkatuto ng bawat batang Pilipino. Inilunsad ng siyudad ng San Fernando ang programang Nurturing Environment and System for Thriving or NEST, isang education community pantry na naglalayon para sa isang malawakang pagtulong, paglantabay at paggabay na ang focus ay ang makapagbigay ng tulong at suporta sa ating mga mag-aaral sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng educational needs gaya na lamang ng school supplies, tutorial sessions, study tips, at iba pang mga pamamaraan na mas lalong makatutulong sa pag-angat ng ating edukasyon. Dahil hindi hadlang ang pandemya sa magandang kinabukasang naghihintay sa ating mga mag-aaral. Sino-sino nga ba ang mga kalahok sa programang ito? Sa pagtutulungan ng ating school administrators, guro, magulang, at iba pang mga miyembro ng ating komunidad gaya ng barangay officials at sangguniang kabataan ay siguradong magiging mas matagumpay ang programang ito. Paano nga ba ang magiging proseso ng naturang programa? Una, magkakaroon tayo ng isang Facebook group, ang Pampanga High School Nest Education Community Pantry na pangungunahan ng Educational Pantry Coordinator. Ang mga magulang, tagapangalaga at mga guro ay ia-add ng ating Educational Pantry members sa Facebook group na ito. Sa page na ito maaaring i-post ng mga magulang at tagapangalaga o sino mang miyembro ng Educational Pantry ang kanilang mga kahilingan o requests. Kailangan ding ilagay ang pangalan ng mag-aaral, grade at section para sa mas agarang aksyon. Oo nga pala, hindi lang requests ang pwedeng i-post. Pwede ring mag-post ang mga nais magbigay ng tulong o mga gustong mag-donate. Sabi nga nila, sharing is caring. Tandaan na ang Facebook group na ito ay pribado at posts na may kaugnayan lamang sa page na ito ang maaaprobahan. Mayroon din palang Google Form na ipamamahagi kung saan maaari nating isumite ang ating requests o kahilingan. Paano naman ang mga walang internet access sa bahay? Huwag mangamba dahil merong mga nakalaang drop boxes ang ating paaralan na kung saan maaaring ihulog ng mga magulang at tagapangalaga ang kanilang requests. Sa mga nais namang mag-donate ng school supplies, maaaring ilagay ang mga ito sa tabi ng drop boxes. Maaari ring mag-donate ng mga kagamitan o cash donation kaakibat ang pagsusumite ng deed of donation form. Pangalawa, mahalaga ang ugnayan ng mga guro at ng mga magulang o tagapangalaga sa programang ito. Gamit ang video calls o chats ay ipahahayag ng mga guro ang adhikain ng programang ito sa mga magulang o tagapangalaga. Maaari ring gawin ang orientation na ito ng face-to-face kasabay ng schedule ng kuhanan ng mga module. Gaya ng nabanggit, hindi lamang mga bagay ang maaaring i-donate. Pwede ring mag-conduct ng tutorial session, study tips, at iba pang mga kagamitan sa pagkatuto gaya ng mga aklat o kaya ay gadgets. Ikatlo, ang requested needs ng ating mga magulang o tagapangalaga ay ililista ng ating Nest focal person. Ang mga coordinator naman ang mag-aayos ng mga ito. Ang advisors ng ating mga mag-aaral, guidance counselor, at iba pang mga guro ay ipaaalam sa ating mga magulang at tagapangalaga ang petsa at oras ng pamimigay ng requested needs na gaganapin sa paaralan. Sabi nga nila, it takes a village to raise a child. Kaya naman aktibo at iba yung pakikilahok ang inaasahan sa pagsasanib puwersa ng paaralan at barangay na siyang tutukoy sa pangangailangan ng bawat Fernandinong mag-aaral at kikilos upang matugunan ito sa tulong at suporta rin ng mga miyembro ng komunidad. Isang malawakang komunidad para sa isang produktibong educational community pantry ay tiyak na lilikha ng iba yung pagkilos upang maging mas magaan at madali ang pagkatuto ng bawat kabataang Fernandino. Kaya naman tandaan, magbigay ayon sa kakayahan, kumuha ayon sa pangangailangan.
Fernandino Teens TV.
You are still tuned in to Fernandino Teens TV Season 2. Let us now have a recap of what was discussed in this lesson. The thesis statement is a crucial part of any academic text. Just like a lamp which serves as our guide during the night, the thesis statement serves as the guide of the whole paragraph or essay. It binds all ideas found in the essay. Its primary purpose is to state the opinion of the author about the topic as well as provide the reasons for having such a stand. These reasons are what will be discussed on the body of the essay. The topic sentence is different from the thesis statement. The topic sentence states the specific topic which will be discussed in a paragraph. It does not contain the stand of the author. In an essay, the topic sentence is the sentence which contains the reason which supports the thesis statement of the essay. There are two types of thesis statement. The first is one-point thesis statement, which follows this formula: topic plus stand plus reason. The second type is the three-point thesis statement, which follows this format: topic plus stand plus three reasons. Again, the one-point thesis statement is used in writing one paragraph essay, while the three-point thesis statement is used in writing a 5-paragraph essay. Remember, the foundation of an effective essay is a well-written thesis statement. Once your stand and reasons are clear, the rest of the essay will be guided. Writing is an important skill that everyone must possess. Whether you will be diving into a professional career someday, build a business, or simply post your opinion about an issue in social networking sites, it is necessary that your stand is clear and that there are valid reasons supporting such stand. It is okay if you do not master this skill at once. Remember, writing is a skill which you will acquire through continuous practice. The more you practice writing, the better you become. Let us now check if you have clearly understood our lesson for today. Get a piece of paper and answer the following activities. Draw a happy face if the given sentence describes the characteristics of a thesis statement, and sad face if not. Number 1. A thesis statement summarizes what will be discussed in the whole essay. Number 2. The thesis statement is usually located in the last sentence of the introduction. Number 3. One-point thesis statement contains the topic and the stand only. 4. Three-point thesis statements are often used in writing essays. 5. The structure of a thesis statement is similar with the topic sentence. Let us now check your answers for Test A. Sentence 1. A thesis statement summarizes what will be discussed in the whole essay. Does this sentence describe a thesis statement? Correct! A thesis statement serves as the guide of the whole essay on how the topic will be explored. Sentence number 2. The thesis statement is usually located in the last sentence of the introduction. Is this sentence correct or not? Amazing! The thesis statement is located in the last sentence of the introduction. Sentence number 3. One-point thesis statement contains the topic and the stand only. Does this sentence describe the characteristic of a one-point thesis statement? Good job! This sentence failed to specify another element, which is the reason. Sentence number 4. Three-point thesis statements are often used in writing essays. Does this sentence give a correct description of a three-point thesis statement? Correct! Three-point thesis statements are used in 5-paragraph essays. Sentence number 5. The structure of a thesis statement is similar with the topic sentence. Does this sentence provide an accurate description of a thesis statement? Wonderful! The thesis statement is different from the topic sentence, given its structure and purpose. Good job! Let us see how many of you got a perfect score in this activity. Comment your score in the chat box. Let us now answer Test B. Identify whether the given sentence is a thesis statement or a topic sentence. Number 1. As the effects of climate change can no longer be reversed, government leaders must be resolved in thinking of ways on how it may be stopped or at least regulated. Number 2. The first heart transplant was performed in 1905 in the University of Chicago. Number 3. Vaccines should be mandatory for all citizens, regardless of age and gender, so as to secure the health and safety of everyone. We now check your answers in Test B. Sentence number 1. As the effects of climate change can no longer be reversed, government leaders must be resolved in thinking of ways on how it may be stopped or at least regulated. Is this sentence a thesis statement or a topic sentence? Correct! It is a thesis statement. Number 2. The first heart transplant was performed in 1905 in the University of Chicago. Can we consider this sentence as a thesis statement or a topic sentence? Great! It is an example of a topic sentence. 3. Vaccines should be mandatory for all citizens, regardless of age and gender, so as to secure the health and safety of everyone. Is this sentence a thesis statement or a topic sentence? Correct! It is a thesis statement. I would like to congratulate you for having answered these activities well. As I have said earlier, writing thesis statement is a skill that you must be able to master through time. Try to practice this skill by selecting a specific topic you are interested. Start by writing a one-point thesis statement and then a three-point thesis statement. Should you need further guidance, feel free to ask your English teacher. Here are the references used for today's lesson. Hope you did have a wonderful learning experience in today's episode. Once again, I am Janine Oliveros, and this is Fernandino Teens TV Season 2.
Yakapin mo ang bagong pag-asa. Simulan mong abutin ang iyong pangarap na magbibigay dangal sa iyong bukas. Ang suliranin, hindi laging nandyan, dapat mong harapin. Kami iyong kasama sa bawat takin, magkaakbay nating lulutasin. Sa Fernandino Teens TV, ang boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ikaw lagi ang bida. Ang mga